There we go. Oh, let's put this here. Oh yeah. There we go. All right. What's up and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Diesel Dog Garage video. Out here in the garage this morning enjoying my coffee before I head to work. Thought I'd make this little video something a little different. But a couple months ago I did a video called Day in the Life of a Dying Breed, where I kind of filmed myself throughout my my normal day, sort of. That day I worked a 12-hour day, went in 5 to 5:30. I don't typically do that, not all the time. If I can, I'll do that, but usually I just work 8 hours, so I get a couple hours in the morning to myself to enjoy my coffee before I head to work. So in that video, I've been getting a lot of questions about becoming a diesel mechanic, or how do you get in the field, or you're graduating high school and what's the best route, should I go to school? So I figured to just make this video to answer all those questions all at once, and maybe give everyone a little more insight on becoming a diesel mechanic, what route you should take, is school worth it, and a little bit of my history and what I decided to do. So let's just get right into it. So a little bit of my brief history. Graduated high school in 2006, went straight to tech school, went to Wild Tech, represent. Took 6-month automotive, 3-month diesel, 3-month street rod course where I learned custom fabrication and painting. That was pretty cool. And then I worked in an automotive shop from 2007 to 15. In 2015 I left and went to a diesel shop, and I've been working diesel ever since. I love it. I don't think I'll ever go back to automotive. I just really love working diesels. Yeah, the pay is good, everything's there. I can't get enough of it. So one of the main questions I get is, should I go to tech school, or should I go to automotive school, trade school? My answer is yes. If you can take advantage of that, if you have the opportunity to go, definitely take it. You don't need to go to the big guys, like you don't have to go to Wild Tech, you don't have to go to UTI or Nashville Auto Diesel or any of the big names. A lot of guys, you can go to your community college, they have an automotive program, take advantage of that. Sometimes you can qualify for free tuition, go for free. They usually have an associate's program that you can get as well. I did not go through the associate's program at Wild Tech. I got my certificate and I got my butt to work. But if you can take advantage of getting an associate's, definitely do it. Even in any field, even in a trade, the more schooling you have, the better you are off. So don't let anyone discourage you from going to a school or getting any kind of education, whatever trade you decide you want to go into. Automotive and diesel is getting a lot more complicated. Any schooling that prepares you for when you get into the workplace is going to be beneficial to you, trust me. So yes, definitely take advantage of schooling. It can also give you an opportunity to show even your teachers that you're a hard worker and you're willing to learn, and just doesn't mean you're getting the best grades in your class. Just showing that you're a hard worker, willing to learn, show up on time, show up early, volunteer for stuff, and you can have a relationship with them to where when you go to work, you can put those teachers on your resume, and if your employer decides to call them to see what kind of student you were, they tell them, well, you're a hard worker, they volunteer, they want to learn this and that, and you have a better chance of getting hired for sure. So one other benefit to going to a tech school is they'll usually offer some kind of tool program through Snap-on or Maco, or I don't know if they do Mac anymore, but I know, so like through Wild Tech, you got on the Snap-on truck, they had little packages you could get, everything was half off, so your little starter toolbox you buy through them that they offer, half off of that right away. And then they give you they had like a tool package with everything that would get you started. You could get it either with or without air tools. I think I got the air tools. I think I got the package with the impact and 3/8 ratchet, cordless or air ratchet. So that's definitely something you can take advantage of because tools are not cheap, trust me. And it's going to get you started. You're going to have tools when you get out of school to get to work. No shop's probably going to want you if you don't have any tools at all. Some shops may work with you a little bit. You can use some tools here and there until you can get your own. But if you have your own tools, it's going to benefit you in getting a job right away out of school, trust me. So now you've gone through schooling, you're ready to get a job, you're ready to get to work, you're ready to get those freaking forearms the size of tree trunks. And what's the first step? Well, just go out everywhere. I wouldn't really be picky as far as your first job. I think a lot of guys coming out of tech school are too picky. I don't want to work here, I don't want to work here. And then you end up with not a job. Every shop's basically going to be about the same. No job's perfect. If you're starting out in the field, get somewhere where you can get some experience. They're going to let you get in there and get to work. Don't go in there demanding $30 an hour. You're not going to get it. You're going to start at the bottom of the totem pole like any job. Whether you go through college or trade school, you start at the bottom. You got to prove yourself. You got to work your way up. Put in the hard work. Put in the overtime. Show them that you're learning. Show them that you're learning from your mistakes and you don't just get discouraged from your mistakes, and you're going to move up real quick, believe me. So now you're going in for your interview for your first job. A lot of techs will tell you wear jeans and boots and show them you're ready to work. And there is maybe some truth to that, but I still would suggest maybe wearing some like khakis or I've got like blue Dockers, like sport Dockers or whatever they are, that I have always worn. With my nice boots, not my work boots, my nice boots, and then just a polo shirt or a button up. I mean, look presentable. You know, there's a fine line between looking a little bit raggedy and looking like you're a decent human being that's, able to carry themselves in a certain way. Just wait till you get hired on to show up with your work jeans and your boots, and then it's not going to matter much. When I worked at the automotive shop, we had a guy come in, I joke you not, wearing sweatpants, flip-flops, and like a long t-shirt, like he had just gotten out of bed, and he came in, "You guys hiring?" "No." "Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Go back to bed, you lazy bum." Also, a little advice, make sure on your resume you spell mechanic right and you don't spell it Mackinac, because you might not get that job that's going to pay you $28 an hour. So now you're hired on. Yahoo! You're ready to get to work. You got your toolbox in there. You're all set up. My advice, just do whatever your boss tells you. Don't argue. Don't complain. Don't think that you're above oil changes because you went to tech school. Like I said, you got to work your way up. You're going to start maybe on the lube tech team or doing tires, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's stuff that you need to get experience with anyways. Up until this point, you probably didn't do, 10 oil changes a day or this and that. You're going to get more familiar with vehicles. Any experience is better than no experience. If you're doing oil changes all day, you're still getting familiar with certain vehicles, whatever you're going to be working on, especially in the diesel world. Definitely take advantage of lubing because you're doing front to back inspections. You're getting showed what to look for. Perhaps they're going to let you do DOT inspections eventually. You're going to need to know each part of the vehicle as you go through. That may not get completely taught to you in tech school. All the hands-on experience is going to help you out a lot when you start moving on. You start doing more bigger repairs with brakes and engine work or suspension. This is all going to familiarize you a little more with everything on the vehicle itself. Starting out on diesels, you're probably going to, as you graduate into the heavier stuff, the harder stuff, you're probably going to be doing a lot of suspension work, maybe some clutches. A lot of the diagnostic stuff may still be more of the older guys' game. They may not give you that stuff right away. Like I said, don't get discouraged. Do the work, don't complain, show them you're willing to learn, and they're gonna start giving you more stuff. If you're in there complaining, hey, I should get this and that, no one's gonna respect you. You're probably not gonna get very far where you're working. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna leave. You're gonna blame that shop for everything, but really, it's your good attitude and work ethic that's gonna get you farther in this industry than your schooling or what you think you know, because you can graduate school, get to work, and realize that you're gonna learn more in the first 2 months, hands-on working every day, than you did a whole year at school, and that was kind of my experience. As far as what to expect for pay starting out, that's gonna be determined by where you live or what kind of shop you get into, but with there being a shortage of diesel techs, it seems like shops are paying guys more money to get in as an apprentice. You can probably expect somewhere around 20, maybe 15 an hour on the low end for a small tiny shop or so in the middle of nowhere, but in a bigger shop you can probably expect somewhere $18, $20 an hour to get in as an apprentice. As you become a journeyman, AC master tech, you can probably expect somewhere around $30 an hour right now, which is really good money, especially when you factor in the overtime that you'll probably get, because in this industry there's a lot of overtime to be had. Trucks got to get fixed. Drivers can't afford to have them down. That's their income. They got to keep moving. So if a truck's down and the guy needs it, by the next morning, you're probably going to get asked to stay and finish whatever repair is at hand. It's like the more coffee I drink, these tires become just more and more unstable. So a couple of people have asked, should I become a diesel mechanic? I would tell anyone, yes, do it. It's a great job, especially if you like working with your hands, getting dirty. You don't like sitting in a cubicle all day. You're on the move all day. I would definitely suggest either getting into the automotive field or definitely the diesel mechanic field. I like the diesels more. Everything's bigger, it's heavier, it's harder work. I don't know why, I just like it. Getting in there and changing these parts is pretty cool sometimes. Putting an entire axle underneath a Peterbilt or something, you've just got everything torn apart. You got to put it back together. The next day you're sore, your forearms, they're the size of tree trunks now. You're feeling it in there. You grab your black coffee, take a couple swigs, get in your pickup truck and you go to work. I don't know, I just like it. Sorry if I get excited talking about being a diesel mechanic. But honestly, it's a great field to get into. Keeping America moving. You don't have to work on semis. There's all sorts of different jobs you can get just going to school for diesels. You can work on, earth moving equipment, or you can be a field tech for Cat or Cummins, or working on the giant generators for Cummins. The opportunities are endless, and there's just a lot of room to move up. There's a huge shortage of techs right now, so getting a job is super easy. People are looking for people everywhere. Even my shop, we always have a help wanted thing out, and we hardly ever find anyone. So guys, hope I answered some questions you might have about becoming a diesel mechanic, or even some automotive stuff I stuck in there. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and polish off my coffee here. Oh, it's diesel time, baby. Diesel time, baby. Diesel time, baby.